This is the speed drill for those 5 to 10 foot putts. This is an area when you really need to have good speed if you want to make some of these. So this drill is going to help you perfect those 5 to 10 foot distances. You might even get past 10 foot if you're really good. So let's set up the drill and show you how it's going to look. Setting up this drill is pretty easy. I've got 3 coins in the middle here which have created a triangle, which is 1 foot on each side. And then I've got 3 T-pegs opposite the apex of the triangle, 5 feet away. And that's where we're going to start from. Okay, so we're starting at 5 feet, and we're going to try and get a ball into the triangle. Okay, just a little bit long, so let's move to the next putt now. So it's important here we never hit the same putt twice. We're moving to the next ball. Let's go again. So that finished a couple of inches outside the triangle. Good, okay, so that's 1 in. And now we move around to this one, Gareth, and go again. And the idea here is as soon as you get 3 successive putts into the triangle, you're going to move the T-peg back a whole foot. And a bit long, so now you have to repeat. So tough drill, this one. Many people feel like they'd get to 10 foot quite quickly. This could take quite a while, but what's happening is you're really working on the 5 to 10 foot speed, control, and you've got a little bit of a nice little gap. But with someone going through this, what about the kind of the pressures or the frustrations you get with this distance?
Well, I think you get the first 2 balls in. That third putt, suddenly the perception of it's changing a little bit, because you're standing over going, I really want to get this in because I want to get the next level. I want to earn the next level as I execute my drill. And as we're moving around, we can see there's a slight slope change here, so the putts are changing as well, and that's going to really enhance skill. So it's that focus that you need to apply to each ball, because each ball really earns you the right to hit the next one. And when you get to 6 feet, you don't want to have to go back to 5 feet. You want to get to 7 feet as quickly as possible. So you're layering your skills, and you're creating that little bit of stress, which is going to really encourage your skills to adapt and upgrade as you execute the drill. It's a great drill for that 5 to 10 foot area. Pressure putts a lot of the time, because they're normally par saves, maybe you're really good birdie up, and we want you converting your fair share of those.
Yeah, and do you find people, as they get more pressure, they leave them short or maybe get aggressive, and that's kind of that's a fault that they're not planning for, right? So should they look out for these kind of common traits or faults?
Yeah, I think you need to be quite aware of what you're feeling, because as you start to get a little bit more under pressure, what we would tend to see is an attempt to consciously control the execution a little bit more, where you're manipulating the speed rather than hitting it with that kind of natural free-flowing stroke that we would see when there's no real pressure on the player. So it's great to be aware of that and just go, okay, let's get back to my process, back into routine, execute maybe a couple of practice strokes, and then step in and hit that putt.
Okay, brilliant. Right, let's keep going and see if we can get you to 10 feet. Whew. Okay, Gareth, so you've got 2 successfully in, and now it's time to get the 3rd in a row, which gets us to the next level, which will be 6 feet. So pre-swing routine as normal. I guess you're really trying to manage your state here. Well done. So that's 3 successive ones, and what we do now is move this back a foot. So I'm going to go and move all the other T-pegs, and then we'll see if we can get to 7.
Yeah, this is surprisingly challenging, I have to say, because when you put it down and there's a foot between each coin, you're kind of thinking of 5 feet, this is a done deal, and you'd be expecting to get out to 10 feet very, very quickly. This is much harder than it looks, and it's got that nice combination of challenge and probably a little bit of frustration, where you're kind of going, I know I can do this, I know I can get this, but early days you can expect to have a few little moments where you're not that happy with your performance, but of course that's those moments that generate growth.
Exactly. And you know, a lot of people feel they're going to get to 10 foot quickly, and I think people could be using this drill for quite a while. It's also a fantastic warm-up drill before a round of golf. So if you're looking for good drills before you go out and play, 10 to 15 minutes of the 5 to 10 foot speed drill could really help you in that distance.
Particularly if you're visiting a different golf course, get that speed dialed in for the day, right?
Different green speeds are going to require different stroke lengths and different